Okay, what we're going to look at here is how to use Google Classroom effectively. The video is really short, but if you're at all confused about using Classroom, I want you to watch it carefully. I'm showing you on an iPad. So this is the iPad app working. You can use Google Classroom on the internet on any device at all. Classroom.google.com will get you straight to Google Classroom on the internet. So you don't need the app installed. If your phone hasn't got enough memory, you can go straight to the internet and you can upload and download work from the web page. Okay, let's move on. So we can see the stream for this course. And we can roll down, we can see all the things the teacher's given, the tasks, the handouts, the announcements and so on. Now this might be a little overfacing, and realistically reading back through that entire stream is going to be quite difficult and time consuming. But in the top corner of the screen, the top right hand corner, you can see the little triangle. This is the filter icon. If we click on the filter, we can actually see all the things that the teacher has categorized. So we can click on the top here and we can get all the resources for that particular topic. So suddenly we've got a lot less to go through. We can go back at any time and click on another topic and we get, again, resources that relate to that topic, resources and tasks that fit into that topic or that unit, however the teacher has organized it. Okay, the second thing that we need to do is we need to know how to upload work. Actually, viewing work is quite simple. We just click on a document and it opens. So that's really straightforward, and I don't think you really need that explaining. However, actually doing work is a little bit more challenging. So let's take this here. This teacher has set a reflective report and they've given some instructions and there's an attachment. So we click on there and we open that, and what we can see is there's an attached document there which is a mark scheme, so we can use the mark scheme to understand. But to actually do the work, what we need to do here is look at this attachment here, and you'll notice that attachment is named, and when you look at that it will be named with your name. If the teacher wants you to use the template that they've given, the work will have your name at the end already. Now you can at any point add anything you want to your work. You can add something just like you'd add it to an email. You can put a photo, you can link to a website, you can put any document in your Google Drive, or you can use your camera to take a photograph or video. Or you can open a new document at any time. But actually a lot of the time you don't need to do that. What you need to do is click on the file with your name on and that will open up. Now this is important and you must pay attention. You will need to use this properly, you will need to have Google Docs installed on your device. It doesn't matter whether you've got the Classroom app or not, you'll need to have Google Docs installed on your device. So you've got two choices every time you've got a piece of work on Classroom. If your teacher wants you to submit it online, you have two ways to do that. The first one is the annotator. So you can click on the pen on the top right hand corner and that will open up into an annotation document. Now what you can't do is you can't edit the document itself, but you can draw on it. So you can add in your answers to questions, just like this. You can zoom in at any time, and that obviously improves the quality of your handwriting. And you can zoom out. Now that might be very useful if you're a maths student or you're doing scientific formula, but it's probably not very useful if you are an A-level English student, say, that has to write an essay. You probably want to be able to type the essay. Well, you can, because you can click the little text button and then that will give you the ability to add in text into a text box which you can resize, make bigger, make smaller. When you've finished your work, and this is again a fundamentally important thing that you must listen to, when you've finished your work you have to click the save button, and what that will do is save a copy of your work. You will no longer be able to edit that copy. You'll be able to add to it, but you won't be able to change anything you've done because it's made it into a PDF copy. It's effectively taken a photograph of the work, and that document now is all on one layer, so you can't edit anything you've done. So you can see that's already been added to your work, and you could hand it in. Now there's one other method that's very important. What if you don't want to use the annotator? What if you don't actually want to use the pen? Well, you click on the document at the top. You can see the little blue Google Docs icon. Click on that, and the document will open again. This time we're going to press the far right button at the top, the little open in symbol, and voila, the document opens into Google Docs, and you can see now what we have is a document that you are able to edit. So you can go through the document here, and you can actually make it longer and bigger, and you can start to type wherever you want. I didn't actually want to type there. You can start to type wherever you want. So I want to answer, how did the blah blah blah, I want to answer this first question. And you can lay the document out how you want. That way your teacher can give you some form of template, and you can fill in and develop your answer around the template. You can use, your teacher can give you sentence starters and prompts and ideas, or perhaps put the criteria within a document so you can respond to the different criteria. So let's just, for the sake of completeness, reiterate what we need to do. Once we've finished, we can go back to Classroom, and you'll see if I open that work again, you can see the work I've done in Google Docs is there. So we don't even have to save that document. It is ready when we finished to hand it in. So if you're doing a piece of extended writing, if you're doing a piece of coursework, then we want to use the top option here, the Google document. If you're doing something where you need to add graphics or diagrams, maybe a piece of more scientific work or a mind map, then we want to use the bottom document. We want to use the pen icon. Finally, to hand in, we press the big hand in button. If you hand your work in, and then we realise that we didn't want to hand it in, then we can press the unsubmit button, and we can add more work to it. So let's just reiterate that one more time. We open, wrong button, we open the template. We've got a choice, annotate with the pen, save, or we open into Google Docs, and the document is entirely editable.